Mr. Miller because he's very fun and he has a cool nickname for me.
My favorite teacher is Miss Allen because she was really great at teaching and she made it fun and all she did and her teachings and all that, so she made it really fun.
My favorite teacher is Miss Ricketson because she makes class fun and she's always smiling and in a good mood.
Favorite teacher is Mr. Junkless because he always gives us something fun to do during class and he always makes funny jokes and gives us funny nicknames.
My favorite teacher is Miss Hellman because she's really fun and I like seeing her outside of school and sports practices.
I like Miss Young because she's my advisor. She's really nice. She knows how to speak the same language I do. She's from the same country.
My favorite teacher is Miss Minkus because she's nice and fun and she lets us play games. And also Miss Golightly too because she's really sweet.
Mrs. Golightly is my favorite teacher because she's very lenient and even if you mess up on something, she's very nice.
My favorite teacher is Miss Hellman because she makes learning fun.
Teacher is Miss Ricketson because she's so cool and she's really nice.
My favorite teacher, take that back.
Mr. Smithers as an advisor because he's very helpful. He lets me know all my grades like every 2 days, which is very helpful. I also like that he's very organized and he's funny.
My favorite teacher is Coach Floyd because she was the best advisor and is now my favorite person.
He's really fun and laid back and I love his way of teaching.
There's no overheads, no cheats.
And that was for Mr. Junkless. All right.
Okay, so I love Miss Ricketts because she's literally the best advisor ever. I've never had a better advisor.
No. That's Miss Hoppy.
Does she let you play games? Every advisor? I'm not saying
Yes.
No.
Yes!
I like Miss Mulroy because she's really fun and she's always happy. We always have a good time.
It's awesome because she always helps us prepare for tests and quizzes. And I hear from my sister she's a really awesome coach.
I like Coach Hoppy because he's really nice and he makes sure our advisor stays on task and he lets us play in the gym during advisory.
Okay, wait, were you in class yesterday when Miss Miller was imitating Bill Clinton? That was
Oh my God!
I've never seen something that funny in the longest time.
No. Carter.
So were you in class yesterday when Mr. Miller was talking about Bill Clinton and he was doing his impression? That was the best impression ever.
Richard Nixon one was better.
I am not a criminal!
I like Miss Justice because she's really nice and she teaches Spanish really well. She always makes class really fun and I've learned Spanish well. And also during study hall, she makes sure everyone's quiet so I can really get my work done.
Hey, move! Okay, mine's Mr. Junkless. He's awesome. Yeah, because he's awesome. And
Mr. Olson is my favorite teacher because she got me an autographed photo of Lisa Cole.
I love Miss Ricketson because she is so helpful. Whenever I'm in her class, I'm always having a good time. It's so fun, very interesting, and I can talk to her about anything. She's just a really great teacher. So, yeah.
I like Coach Holmes because he's fun, he's intense, and he teaches you many great life lessons.
I like Miss Allen because she is a great advisor and she's really funny and I like world history baseball.
I like Mr. Disford because he's funny and he lets us do fun stuff.
Mr. Cooper because he's an amazing advisor and he let us explore our writing and write the poetry assignment.
Brown is like the best teacher ever because she has the best advice and she's super organized and I just really enjoy her. She's just a very nice teacher.
I like Mr. Densford because he's really fun and he's like easygoing and he's always in a good mood, so advisory is always fun.
I like Miss Young because she's really energetic and fun and she does a lot of stuff in her classroom that's fun but we learn at the same time.
I like Mr. Mobile because she's a very nice teacher and she loves her students and she will give you second chances even if you have been bad and have a horrible attitude. She will still listen no matter what.
Well, I like Mrs. DeMoville and I like her because she always tries her best to make sure I understand like my homework or my classwork
and she understands me well.
What's your favorite thing about Miss Brown?
She's nice, she's fun, and I like the projects that we do, and I like the iMovie for the exam project.
So Carter, what are your favorite things about the teacher, Mr. McGraw?
Mr. McGraw, so about him, he is hilarious with his puns, and he teaches us really well in our Worthy Wise skills.
1, 2, 3, okay, go.
Coach Johns is really funny, and she's a really great basketball coach, and she's really nice.
So Will, what are 2 things that you like about Mr. McGraw?
The 2 things I like about Mr. McGraw is he's really funny and he's good with puns.
I like Mr. Miller because he's fun, awesome, and he's a great art teacher, and I just like doing anything in his class. I like Mr. Miller because he's a great teacher. He's really good at drawing and art, and he's really funny. Mr. Miller is the best art teacher I ever had, and he's really funny, and I like being in his class. I wish I could do it all year long.
The reason that I like Coach Wicker is because he's an awesome advisor, and he always takes us to the gym during advisory, and he helps a lot in the wellness department, and he makes wellness fun as well.
I like Mrs. Mahalik because she's always checking on everybody, and she always has a big smile on her face. And I like to go to her office and get dum-dums after school.
The reason that I like Mrs. Hoppy is because she does a great job on the announcements, and she's good about reminding you about important events, and she always has cute shoes.
I like Miss Allen is because she's always really funny, and she makes class so much fun. And she helped me a lot at the beginning of the year because when I came, I was really nervous, and she just helped me to not be as nervous.
Tell us something you like about Coach Ferguson.
I like Coach Ferguson because he's outgoing, he's caring, and he's supportive in everything you do.
Why is Coach Todd so awesome?
Coach Todd is so awesome because he's really funny and he makes class fun with a bunch of.
What do you like about Coach Todd?
I think he's really supportive, and he's always there for you, and he makes sure that we have everything productive-wise done, and he's really fun to be around.
I like Miss Rinkus because she makes class fun.
I like Miss Rinkus because she helps us before tests and quizzes.
I like Mr. McGraw because he's really witty, funny, and really nice.
Oh, I like Coach Johns because she's a good basketball coach, and she's nice, and she helps a lot when she does coach basketball. And also in wellness, she's really fun, and she does fun stuff, and yeah.
Hill is hilarious because she's in
Hold on.
Miss Hill is hilarious because in English, if somebody is like acting out, she'll spray people in the face with a water bottle.
Miss Hill is hilarious because when she reads, she always changes her voices, and she makes people stand and get to step on people with feet, and it just makes class fun.
I like Miss Hoppy because she is nice, and she's the best principal ever because she's so upbeat and positive.
I like Miss Hill because she's always positive and she always makes things silly and fun.
I like Mr. Cooper because he's always encouraging us to do the right thing. I like Mr. Cooper because he's funny and he's always encouraging us to do the right thing.
I like Coach Todd because he always is really good with our football defensive side, and we always do really good at football.
What do you like about Miss Robertson?
We like Miss Robertson because she makes learning fun.
Start over. Go.
I like Coach Holmes because he's funny and he's cool and he does lots of amazing stuff, like strength.
I like Coach Wicker because he's fun and he does really cool stuff for our advisory, and he actually cares about each and every person.
I like Coach Foy because during the soccer season we got to kind of personally know each other through the practices and the games.
I like Miss Robertson because she has a really fun class, and that she makes sure that we have our homework done and completed correctly.
I like Mr. Smothers because he makes lab reports interesting, and I like his teaching style.
I like Mrs. Does
Alright, we'll check.
I like Mrs. Douglas because she always makes French kind of exciting. I like Mrs. Ford because she inspires me to be a better student, and she makes math exciting.
Hold on. Okay.
I like Miss Burnett because she helped me with my parts of speech. She helped me, she goes out of her way to help us with any subject we're struggling with.
Miss Robertson, she is always so nice. She gives her time to us to help us with math, and she makes me want to be a better math student. So yeah.
Makes learning Spanish really easy and fun. Also, she has great calf muscles.
Coach Hoppy was my favorite advisor because we won everything.
And he brought us candy and Chick-fil-A and went to the gym every day.
Yeah. So, Mr. Smothers, we're really tight. We're really tight.
Yeah, it's like a SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward relationship. That's how tight we are.
It really is.
Yeah, Disney music. Yeah.
Same.
Woo! Okay, we like Coach Johns because she's fun.
Great coach.
She's.
I like Mrs. Burdett because she gives us fun reading assignments.
Miss Mulroy is really nice, and she will help you with your Latin homework because I have seen her help out a lot of students and help them understand it.
Well, Coach Parker is a really good coach. He makes PE enjoyable for non-athletic students, and he whistles really loud.
Miss Nixon is really nice, and she lets us listen to music as we study. Mrs. Douglas is really nice, and to help us practice learning our French numbers, she comes up with workbook exercises for us to do, and she lets us play buzz with numbers where you have to
We like Miss Taylor because she's nice and organized.
And helpful and sweet.
What do you like about Miss Justice?
Miss Justice is fun, and Spanish is a lot of fun, and she's funny, and the projects that we do are really fun.
I like Miss Mulroy because she makes fun songs to help us remember the charts.
I like Miss Justice as a teacher because she's a fun teacher and comes up with creative ways to help us in Spanish.
Great.
Coach Hoppy is fun and nice and helpful. Like one time he went and got ice for me.
What I like about Mr. Junkless is the way he teaches us is it's so fun and upbeat that you remember the day passed and then you go, oh, I have to do pages 40 through 41 for homework. And then it's pretty cool that we have a teacher that used to be a rock legend.
Awesome.
Miss Douglas because during the holiday season we're learning about Christmas in France, and she's funny and strict when she needs to be. I like Miss Ford because she puts a lot of effort into the lessons we learn, and she gives a good amount of homework, a relevant amount of homework to learn the material we need.
Great. What do you like about Miss Nixon?
I like that she tries to help us out with studying our words, and she works with us on our Wordly Wise lessons and different activities in Wordly Wise. Oh, go now?
Go ahead.
I like how Miss Nixon works with us, and it shows that she really cares about our grades and for us to succeed.
Why do you like Miss Taylor, Harrison?
I like Miss Taylor because she's really nice and she says compliments whenever you see her, and she's just really friendly.
Perfect. What do you like about Miss Mulroy?
I like Miss Mulroy because she's fun and I can tell she puts a lot of work into class.
Okay. Sarah, why do you like Mr. Gorham?
I like Mr. Gorham because he makes chapel exciting. He's fun and he has a good personality.
Palmer, what do you like about Mr. Gorham?
He cares about all the students. He's really outdoorsy and he's really easy to talk to. Like when I need someone to talk to.
Girls, what do y'all like about Mr. Gorham?
Mr. Gorham always gives us butterscotch, and I can tell he really cares for us.
Mr. Gorham makes chapels really fun and he's very enthusiastic.
Jackson, why do you like Miss Nixon?
Miss Nixon's fun and she's loving and she loves every student. Is that good?
Why do you like Miss Nixon?
Her class is really fun and she always makes the best of stuff. Yeah.
All right, Alice, why do you like Miss Nixon?
Her class is really fun. She really helps me out with homework and getting my stuff done. And I just really like Miss Nixon.
I like Miss Rollinson because she's really personable and she actually likes to get to know her students instead of just teaching them.
Coach Jones because he's funny and he makes wellness fun.
Great, and that was Coach Holmes. All right, Sydney, why do you like Coach Foy?
I like Coach Foy because she's fun and she's nice and she's really good at jump roping and she's very athletic.
Great.
Get your act.
Why do we like Coach Holmes?
I love Coach Holmes because he's like so nice and he's so much fun during wellness and everything, and he just helps me understand things a lot more.
Okay. I like Miss Mahaly because she's really nice and she always wants to know how you're doing, and she's a very uplifting person.
All right. You're on.
Oh, I am. Miss Young, she's really funny. She's nice. Her class is fun to be in.
Mr. Mobile is a really nice teacher, and she always helps her students understand what she's teaching, and she's really fun to be around.
I like Coach Crockett because he's a great coach and he makes sure we're learning things to the best of our ability.
Great.
I like Miss Erlinson because she's really laid back and she's really cheerful, and I just like having her as a teacher.
I like Miss Brown because she's really nice, and she, if you're in her advisory or even if you're not, she still cares about your grade, and she always cares if you're doing good or not.
I like Coach Wicker because he's fun and nice, and he makes wellness really, really fun.
Miss Taylor's really nice, and whenever you like lose something or something, she tries her best to like help you find it.
And she always gives you Band-Aids when you need them. She always gives you candy and, when she has some, too.
I like Miss Efferman because she's nice, she's funny, and she brings donuts to book club.
I like Miss Efferman because she's super nice and she always helps me find books and she helps me comprehend them when I can't. Book club is super fun because it gives me a place to go during lunch when I don't really want to, I don't want to eat around everybody else.
I like Miss Efferman because she always seems to know what kind of book I will like, and she makes the book club a lot of fun and really interesting to talk about.
I like Coach Crockett because he always makes practices fun. He's really nice, and I've learned a lot from him.
I got you.
All right, I like Coach Hoppy because he's a fun, energetic coach, and he really connects well with all his players.
Are we starting now?
Yes, we are.
Well, I like Coach Hoppy because he showed dedication to his players and showed us much love throughout the season.
I like Coach Hoppy because he gives great pregame speeches, and he's fun-sized.
Ready, go.
We like Miss Ford because she has a good sense of humor, and we know she puts a lot of work into her lesson plans.
Go ahead.
I like Coach Snowberg because he makes swimming fun by letting us play Newcomb and Spaghetti.
I like Coach Snowberger because, well, he's really amiable, which pretty much means easygoing, and he's just really awesome and.
Gotcha.
I love Coach Snowberger because he's always very encouraging, always has a funny story to share with us, and has been my coach for over 10 years.
Tell me when.
You ready?
Alright, I like Coach Wicker because he's a great coach. I've dealt with coaches that are really strict. He's not strict, but he is, and he's willing to feel your feeling. He cares about you personally. If you're not having a good day, he completely understands. He's a great coach. Merry Christmas.
Okay, Mr. Cooper is a wonderful person. He was my advisor in 6th grade, and he always has a positive attitude and always wants to know how you're doing.
That's real.
One thing I loved about Coach Snowberg was that his class is something I would always look forward to in wellness, because we would always go kayaking or learning strokes or playing water polo, and I would have never learned those things if I had never taken his class. And so going to his class, he taught me so many different things that made me really enjoy it.
Awesome.
I love Mrs. Mahalik because she's always walking down the hallway and checking in on us and talking to us, and she just seems like she really cares. I also love her because after school I always go to her office and get dum-dums.
I like Miss Bridget because she picks really good books for us to read in class, and she has a great personality.
Go ahead.
I like having Miss Olson as a history teacher because she has a good personality, and I miss having her as a teacher.
Miss Golightly is my favorite teacher because she has a great personality, and she is really nice to her kids, and she will listen even if you have an attitude.